Young men in the Western Hemisphere are being heavily neglected. They've been served wrong things. They've been persuaded that they are not enough. They've been told that they are the problems. They don't see the light out. People who are doing that are literally killing young men across the Western Hemisphere, especially in the U.S. This needs to come to an end, brother. Listen, if you're a young man, if you're like 17, 18, 20, 22, 25, you're good, bro. You're good. Trust me. You are not broken. You are not fucking broken, man. You are good. You didn't come out of your mom's stomach broken. You learned that shit. They taught you that you are broken, that you are a problem, that you cannot do this and the other. The feminists out there that are talking about all the stuff that they are talking, they are loud because we are giving them attention. Trust me, man, there are much more plain, normal, beautiful girls out there waiting for someone like you, man. You just need to pick yourself up. Just get yourself together, man. You know, there is no real reason for you to sit, to be devastated, to scroll fucking thing. If you want conspiracy theory, look at this thing, man. This thing is the biggest conspiracy theory. This is fucking us up badly. Smoking weed, watching porn, scrolling social. That's the big issue, bro. The video games, you are not designed. You are born with the unlimited human potential. It's inside you, it's inside me, it's inside everybody. You have that. It's inside you. But you have to go and look at other places. You've been served bullcrap all around webs. There is nothing wrong with you. You are fucking awesome, brother. Trust me. You just need to shift your attention. You need to give yourself a breathing room. You need to separate yourself for this fucking thing. That thing is what's preventing you, brother. We have this natural desire to strive. We men are goal-seeking machines, and that's what we get respect from the ladies. That's what they want from us. They don't want the money and the bling from us. The normal ladies that are not loud on social media. The regular ladies that live in the Midwest, that come from a beautiful home where they were raised like the safety pillars of the house, watching their moms. There are the ladies like that, and they want a man like you, a man that was their dad. This thing brainwashed you. That's the problem. They want ambition from us. They don't want the money and the bling. They want to see and feel from you that, hey, he's gonna take care of me regardless, no matter what. He's gonna be there. He knows where he's going. He's not flinching. And in order for you to be that, you need to become a man of worth. You need integrity, brother. You need to stop lying to yourself. The person who hurt the most of your lives is yourself. That's the step number one. Step number one states, do not lie to yourself under any circumstance known to man. If you say you're going to do something, do it even if it's gonna do damage to you. Make yourself do whatever you said you're going to do. If you said you're gonna wake at 5 in the morning, wake up in a fucking 5 in the morning. When that alarm goes off, be like, fuck it, man. I said to myself, I'm not gonna lie myself ever again. Then you detach yourself from this fucking thing. And then what happens? What happens then? You have your dopamine receptors. Right now, your dopamine receptor is like this. It's a fucking dot. This is the healthy size of a dopamine receptor. This is the healthy size. This is the healthy one. This is the sick one. You know what gets this one sick? This thing. This thing. You know how you get sick? You get stimulus from whatever you do, whatever the action. you're doing throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the moment, you get the dopamine stimulus. It sends the stimulus to the receptors. Receptors get so small because the stimulus of social media and of porn and the stimulus of video games and the stimulus of alcohol and weed and sugar, it's 100 and 101 and 102 and 99 and 100. The stimulus from normal activities like exercising is 15. The stimulus from reading a fucking best book ever is 18. Your receptor that's the size of a dust grain cannot register the stimulus. That's why you hate reading a book. That's why you hate exercise. That's why you don't have any pleasure from doing that. That's why you cannot set goals and achieve them. We get dopamine hits from progression towards the goal. So when you outline a goal, you have 20 steps. You have here step 1, you have here step 20. When you go from step 1 to 1.1, here you get dopamine hit. You know what you get if your dopamine receptor is like this one, like a dust of grain? You get nothing, man. That's why you cannot set a goal and commit to that goal and do whatever it takes to achieve it. Because you cannot be that disciplined. Trust me, discipline does not work like how we are being served on social media, how I'm being told about discipline. Discipline has been turned upside down into something toxic. You cannot stay disciplined for 10 years. It's not discipline. Kobe Bryant loved the smell of the gym and the sound of the basketball hitting the floor. That's how he got at fucking 3:30 in the morning and got inside the gym. Not just because of discipline. Discipline has been morphed into do something that you hate. It's not like that. You need to reset the size, to refresh the size of your dopamine receptors to the healthy size. It's like the size of a bean, and yours is the size of a dust grain. When you send it the stimulus of 15 because you just had a great run or a great walk in the nature, you had a great exercise session, and then you did 100 push-ups and 100 pull-ups and you did 500 crunches, you don't get nothing, man. And you cannot be as disciplined to go through that pain over and over and over and over again and not get any reward. When I started learning 12 and 15 hours per day on my journey, like a decade and some change ago, embarking on this journey, when I was working for $240 a month, I stopped watching television. I stopped playing video games. I stopped scrolling. I stopped everything. You know how I felt when I was reading a psychology book or a marketing? I'm looking there because there are all those books printed out. Or an advertising book, or when I was watching a course around business, I was feeling like I'm playing a fucking video game. When I was filling 3,000 pages of handwritten material in my notebooks, it wasn't discipline. It was crazy how good it felt. You know why? Because I stopped all the behaviors that got my dopamine receptors to the size of a dust grain. And then those receptors grew back to its normal size. And then all of a sudden, all those activities that felt tiresome and boring and like someone is punishing me felt amazing. If you're serving a lifetime sentence in solitude, if someone hands you a fucking book, that's gonna be your best fucking friend. If you just played 15 hours World of Warcraft or Fortnite or whatever you're playing, or Call of Duty or whatever the game is, and someone hands you a fucking book, you're gonna be like, holy fuck, what do I do with the freaking book? So they're serving us, they're creating the wrong impression. The young men around the globe are being heavily influenced by the girls from OnlyFans, by the girls who are loud, who have their podcasts, who are like, men are this, men are that, they are crazy, they're guilty for this, they're guilty for that. Bro, trust me, brother, I have 3 boys. You are good. You are not broken. You are just suffocating your potential with this fucking thing. Just remove this. You don't have to go monk mode. You don't have to stop hanging out with your friends. You don't have to abandon your family. You just have to be like, hey, listen, bro, from tomorrow morning, I'm waking up at 7. I don't give a fuck how I slept. I don't give a crap how it was, how hard it is, or how I feel. I'm waking up because I promised myself. And then up until 5 p.m., I'm not touching social media, video games, and that stuff. And then if I have to, I will stare at a freaking blank wall. I will watch the paint dry on my walls, but I won't be touching my freaking phone, and I won't be watching any social media content. I won't be consuming anything. Trust me, if you do that for 2 days, in day two, in the first 2 hours of the day, you're gonna be like, man, come on, give me a break. I need to do something. Let's buy a fucking book. Let's go. Let's buy a course. Let's invest in something. If you are interested, I created the best platform online for education, and I'm not pitching you anything, because if you have no money, you can join that for free. And there is a link below this video in the description. You will see you have 3 options. If you wanna become the owner of the platform and you sell that for 100% profits, you can do that. The first video explains you all of the courses and the programs you're going to be having inside. The one that's already in there is called Acres of Personal Diamonds. Go through that one. I dare you, go through that one and finish the exercises in the last video. That's like when you will need to focus for 2 hours and 20 minutes in some videos. It's a long, heavy duty stuff. But I dare you, go watch that one. And again, there is the last video on that page that's gonna explain to you how to join for free if you have no money. If you have the money, go invest and join, and then go through that. It's gonna explain to you how to morph in a completely different version of yourself. You have 20 versions, we have, all of us, we have 20, 50 versions of ourselves from the day we are born till the day we leave this planet. And we are morphing each and every year, sometimes in 6 months, sometimes in a year. Sometimes you are not the same person you were 2 years ago. I can bet you are not going to be the same person 2 years from today. You can choose who are you going to be 2 years from today, or you can stumble upon it. Don't let them fool you that there is something wrong with you. You just have your focus is miscued. Your focus is here, and that's what's making you feel broken. You need to shift here. When you do that, you have this unlimited potential sitting inside you. What's causing immense suffering is this thing is suffocating that potential to its last breath. So you have social, you have porn, you have sugar, you have video games, you have weed, you have alcohol. It's sitting here. You're focused on this. It's suffocating the potential. It's creating massive gap. It's literally tearing apart you in 2 pieces. Like, you're here and you want to be here, and you're not allowing that potential to manifest. And trust me, it's impossible. It will manifest in the craziest way possible. And that's how all the bad crap happens in the world. Don't listen to all the respect to the ladies that they're promoting stuff on social media that are talking about how men are toxic and how about toxic masculinity. What does that fucking mean? I am a protector of my family. I will do whatever it takes to protect. I know that I am capable of doing that. I am capable of being dangerous. I'm not going to hurt anyone. But if someone is about to hurt my family, trust me, bro, it's not going to end well. That's why men need physical health, physical strength. You need physical strength to feel like a man. Then you need your receptors at a healthy size. And when you get your receptors to the healthy size, then you need a goal. That goal is going to take and give aim to that potential that you have sitting dormant inside yourself that's trying to break loose in all manners possible. And you've been suffocating and numbing it down with the weed and alcohol and sugar and porn and social and video games and gambling and all that stuff. Do you know who's building the social media algorithms? The same dudes that are designing gambling machines. That's how it works. That's why it's so fucking addictive, because it's designed. We're gonna have a separate video on that topic. That's how it is designed. It is designed to give you unpredictable rewards at unpredictable intensity, at unpredictable timing. That's how gambling works. Just put that down. Give yourself a day. Trust me, after a day, you're gonna be like, bro, give me something to do. That's gonna be your potential talking. Because you are a goal-seeking machine. You need that. You have a goal striving mechanism inside you, and it's exaggerated in men. Use that. Don't let them fool you into the belief that you're broken. Brother, there is nothing wrong with you. I have 3 boys that I'm raising like warriors with beautiful hearts. You need to be a warrior with a beautiful heart. You need to have your thing. You need to do whatever it takes to get there. But it's not going to be pushing hard up the hill like Sisyphus job. It's not going to be like that when the receptors go back to the normal size, and when the only stimulus you're going to be getting comes from walking in the nature, from running, from exercising, from reading a business book, from coming up with the business ideas, for creating a plan, for chasing a goal. When that starts happening, and that will start happening when you remove the sugar, when you remove all the crap that you have right now, you have the biggest leverage in the world. It's you just need to remove the stuff that you've been served. And the belief that there is a great story back in the days where TV wasn't available, where there was no internet, there was nothing. There were hunters, and those hunters were like, you had like 50,000 islands, and on every island you had like 10 of like the bravest of them all, who were going to hunt in the ocean. And by chance, every day, someone was bitten by a shark. So shark wanders around, goes into the shallow water, attacks someone, bites their leg off. If there was fucking internet in that time, you know what would happen? That video would circle around the webs. No one would ever go into the waters to hunt ever again. Do you know what happened back then? On that one island, they didn't hunt for a day, then for 2 days, then for 3 days. Then day 4, they were like, hey man, we're gonna starve to death. Let's go in those waters. You're gonna be watching from a rock. If there's a shark, we're gonna be hunting. If you see something suspicious, let us know. We're gonna be running out of the water. You know, have this, we're gonna go hunt. And you know what would happen if by chance on 50,000 islands, by chance every day there's gonna be a shark attack on one island, and then you have a social media and you play that video. So on island that happened, the shark attack happened today, there's gonna pass 10 years until the next one. But if you see all the other islands every single day, how people are getting attacked by sharks, you're gonna be feeling like, have this, bro, we're not gonna go into the water anymore, because everybody's gonna be bitten by a shark. That's what's happening with our minds. That's what they're been serving to us on social, and why you need to detach yourself from that. That's not the whole story. That's not the entire story. As one of my favorite people online, Patrick Bet-David, said once, doers are quiet. You have loud people who have their philosophy on one side, and you have 5% of them, and then you have 5% of people who are quiet and doing things on the other side. If these people who are loud on social media are toxic, 90% sitting in the middle are gonna think that, hey, they are right because they are loud, and these dudes that are quiet, they're quiet because they are in the wrong. That was my call out. That was the day when I felt like, holy fuck, I'm putting myself out there. So brother, there is nothing broken with you. Just shift your focus from one thing to the other thing, and let your dopamine receptors go back to normal. You won't need discipline. You will need discipline until those go back to normal. But whenever you go back to watching videos, whenever you go back to playing video games, to watching porn, you're gonna take your receptors back to this dust of grain. And you're gonna feel like, fuck it, man, I just cannot work today. Why? Because you're again going back to that. Just let them grow back, and then see how those will serve, and see how the goal seeking will become a pleasure in and of itself, without you feeling like you've been forced to do anything. Please, man, just shift your focus from here, put it here, and trust me, you're not broken, brother. Just put some time and effort in yourself, and then let that potential that you have in yourself, let it manifest, create something, go for something, hunt, be man. I love you, brother, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.